Rennie's Zellweger. 4 months ago, we got the happy news, didn't we? That, you know, she'd waved bye-bye to life as Bridget Jones because she'd fallen in love with Kenny Chesney, who's
She married a cowboy on the beach after she'd met him for 4 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was very romantic and very nice, and said she'd never been happy. But apparently they've only seen each other for 15 days in 4 months.
God, that's loads.
I think that's too much. She's overdoing it.
Yeah.
No, but come on, is it good for a relationship to have that degree of separation? There it is again.
Yeah, I think men should live next door. I've always said this. I think women should live in a house and have men next door who'll pop round, probably at meal times, knowing men, isn't it, really?
Next door? I think they should live in another country.
Well, mine do, love.
Yours?
Yeah, I think...
Further away the better.
Yeah, because then it makes it exciting every time you see them.
Yeah, but you two just like casual relationships. But, I mean, if you're going to have a real, meaningful relationship...
Yeah, but you can have a proper relationship. You can have a proper, committed relationship with someone who doesn't necessarily live in your pocket. The problem with people who live in the same house with you all the time is you get too involved in all that, you know, unimportant minutiae of life, like who's taking the rubbish out and things like that. And that just kills things as far as I'm concerned.
But that's exactly the kind of stuff I think you need to stay together, because, I mean, that is real life.
But why?
You know?
It just kills things. It just becomes so boring. You become so bored. You start walking around in your dressing gown with food all the way down it.
Yeah, but come on, that's like a Mills and Boon story. It's not about that. Real relationships, real life. It's about putting the rubbish out. It's about, you know, who's changing the baby's nappy.
It doesn't
and
have
who's
to
doing
be,
that.
though. This is the point. I think, you know, if that's what you want, if that's what you get off on, you know, talking about, you know, annoying little things that bore you from day to day, then great. But Jane and I prefer to have a relationship, if we're going to have a relationship, with someone who isn't necessarily annoying me all day long.
But, Kaye, you don't even think it's important to know their name. Finally, it's all well, I mean, you're with your young man, your young Paul.
Yes.
Now, he's actually with you at the moment, isn't he, on tour?
He is. He's on tour.
So, how is that going then?
It's actually going quite well, but it's not high maintenance. I think I've found somebody who doesn't need my attention all the time. And he sort of just gets on with his own little life.
His own little life?
Yeah. No, I don't mean that.
As opposed to your big one.
No, I've got my little life and he's got his little life, and we're really getting... And we've been together 2.5 years
Yeah, no,
now,
but you're touring together all the time, so presumably you're staying in the same hotel room and everything?
Yeah, well, we have got 2 hotel rooms, just in case.
Just in case of what?
I have a bit of a, you know, bad night, and you know, I think I'm a person who needs my space, and that's been the rules from day one. He knows how I tick, and that's great, and that's probably why we're still together.
But don't you think it will always limit the relationship? It will always be just a fairly casual relationship?
Jane? I have no idea.
Oh, look at the face on her.
It can't progress from there, can it? If you're always living in different countries, how can you get any closer?
Well, I'm an extremely busy person, and so is he. So, I mean, but we actually like each other very, very much, and it's working. So why, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. If you don't need to change it, then, you know, what's wrong with that? Just because it's just not what you want, is it?
I think I'll be phoning the bookies to see what the odds are on that one.